Be honest, how many times this week have you re-explained yourself to Claude? Who you are, what you're working on, what you're actually trying to do? Typed it out again from scratch in a brand new chat? That's not you being disorganized. It's that Claude has no memory of you. Every new chat, it starts from zero and guesses who you are. And that guessing is exactly why the answers come back generic. I built software for 13 years and I use Claude every day to run this channel and ship real work. The very first thing I set up before any other tool, any trick, fixes this in one conversation. No coding. You do it once, and Claude knows you from then on. Let's build yours now. Quick thing first, I put the exact prompts I'm about to use on a free one-page guide. Comment memory, and I'll send it to you. So Claude and other AI chatbot LLMs, they have a limited amount of context that they can remember during any given session. So that's why whenever you start a new chat, it may know a few things about you, whatever's been stored out in the cloud, but that's all it has access to. And that's what this master statement solves. It can give Claude context in every single conversation that you have in a way that it can digest easily and give you much better output and continuity across multiple different chats or projects. We're going to go into some details on this, but if you're getting any value out of this, consider giving a like. This memory has a name and it's called the master statement. It's a short profile that covers 4 things in general. It's like how you learn, your skills, your goals, and what you're working on right now. And you don't need to write this out. Claude actually interviews you and writes it for you. So you'll work together to come up with this master statement. Like I said, then after you have this, it can be a living document that gets added to and dropped into any future projects. Let's build one. It starts with one prompt. Here it is. You can pause and grab it or just comment memory for the guide. Notice here that I'm using Opus 4.8, the highest level, because we're doing an interview here and we want it to ask us the best questions. And for myself, I'm going to use the voice input. It's a lot easier than typing out and answering all these questions. So here it's asking me if I'm learning something new or complex, how do I like to learn? Walk through or big picture. For myself, I like to see the big picture as bullet points, and then we can dive in from there deeper. So the bullet point list helps guide my learning at a high level, and then dig in as needed. So now it's going to think about that and then figure out the next questions that it wants to ask. So yeah, it likes the high level stuff. So here it's asking the follow-up question. When I dig into something specific, what helps me? A concrete example, analogy, or something familiar. Moving forward, you can use my master statement to know my skill level and where I'm at, and you could tie it into a concrete example that would help. So here, it's gonna, once we get this master statement set up, it'll actually help guide the answers, and actually it'll know my background. For myself, I'm a software engineer for 13 years, so it'll know kind of some parts of my skill level, and it can help tailor its answers to me, like using what I have in this master statement and also what it knows about me. And there it is. I spent some time answering the questions, and it caught the main bullet points of how I learn, my background, some of my goals, and some of the projects that I'm working on. You notice for this one that I don't have much personal stuff in this one for the video, but for yourself, I would Also suggest adding in some personal details about your life story, you know, some of the struggles, the progressions you've kind of gone through. That helps it know about you as a person, and it really helps moving forward. And this document here is a great first start. So this is the second part of the prompt, and now we want it to actually create a document that we can use to paste into conversations or projects, or in a future video I'll have my wiki second brain where this master statement is just a part of it, and it expands on this whole process a lot more. But this is a great starting place, and I would suggest that you do this. It'll improve your AI sessions immensely. This is the floor, not the ceiling of where we can go with this. Your master statement, it's a good one paragraph document, but it's a snapshot. The next step is working on a second brain that has everything, your notes, projects, ideas, references, and organizing it into one structured second brain that Claude can work across. And that's the difference between Claude knowing a paragraph about you and Claude being able to be your second brain. So here's all I want you to do today. Stop re-explaining yourself to Claude. Give it a memory once. Give it a master statement. And it knows you in every chat after that. Comment memory, and I'll send you the prompts for this free. I do read every comment, so tell me the first thing that you're going to try with this new master statement.